Hey everyone, it's HavocsKeeper here. I'm going to do an audio overlay on this Jagdtiger video. This is my second Jagdtiger video. The last Jagdtiger video was showing off more of the sniping aspect of the Jagdtiger. A lot of people recommend that you snipe with the Jagdtiger. This video, I'm showing this because it's a different way to play the tank. I'm going to use the armor effectively, and I'm going to kind of push the action. This map is Heilbronn. It's a new map on PS4. It's a beautiful map, but the problem I find, especially from this northern spawn, is that all the tanks go up on the B9, B0 hill, and they just sit there and snipe. And that's not really effective. Most of the time, you're not really going to see any targets until most of your team has been destroyed. But I've decided to not sit up on the hill and to actually push the action. I'm going to try and protect my lower plate and use my frontal armor, especially my gun mantlet, and see if I can get into some interesting spots, be hull down, and light some targets, and obviously shoot some targets. So I'm not going to camp. I am going to push the action in my Jagdtiger. Here comes the scout. He's looking to scout our hill. I don't blame him, but he does not expect to see me here. And he gets very unlucky to run into a Jagdtiger. Notice that I did not auto-aim him. He was going from left to right. He's a light tank. He's way too fast for that. I had to get my reticle in front of his tank. It wasn't red, and then I pulled the trigger. Auto-aim probably would have been too slow. I mean, maybe I would have got him if I was lucky, but generally speaking, when you see a light tank and he's moving from left to right or right to left in front of your tank, auto aim is not going to make it. Is not going to get it. You're going to have to free aim. You're going to have to get ahead of his target. Just get the reticle right in front of his tank. Pull the trigger. All right. So I'm trying to stay hull down here. Notice that I got this defilade up in front of me. That I'm going to go slip in here. These hills kind of come up, so they hide a little bit of my lower plate. Now this Type 61 makes a really aggressive YOLO maneuver, and he turns around the T10, which is perfect for me, but not for him. He is going to get destroyed, but he's going to allow me to put 2 into the T10 along with my teammates, and we just traded tier 9s, medium for a heavy. Now, as I come around this corner, I find 3 tanks, and that's great news. So they are on the 9-0 line. I am not sure why they would play the 9-0 line based on the fact that they're moving into our sniper hill. But they are. And so there's plenty of targets. I'm still full health because that Pershing just hit me in the tracks. So now he's just completely YOLOing after me. And it's a really bad place for him to do that. He's on the 9-0 line. All those sniper tanks are behind him. I didn't even have to turn around there. But I did, just because I've had bad experiences with trusting green teammates to take care of things that were easy, and then I find out that I'm dead. Here's the CDC, completely unaware. I don't know how he didn't notice a Jagdtiger on the hill below him. So now I've created the situation where my team can move freely up the 9-0 line, and that's all I'm trying to do in this game right now, is just move my team down the 9-0 line. That was a really lucky snapshot on the Centennial. I would not have been upset if I missed it, just because I really didn't deserve it. I'm not going to chase him. I am not going to chase him around the corner. I'm going to let my teammates take care of that guy, and I'm going to help my team progress down the 9-0 line. We have a T-32 who is hanging tough right here. A T-32 is a tough customer. I'm going to assume he's probably hull down. I just want to get him to turn around. All I want to do is throw a different element in there where he has to think of something. A Jagdtiger behind him is more than enough to think about. And I track him. I wanted to track and do damage. That was the goal there. Instead, it was just a track shot, which is really a shame in a tank destroyer. But here you can see I've taken care of the T-32. I did see the SU-101 behind me the whole time. I think maybe because I'm so healthy, I was willing to eat a shot to get the T-32 to turn around. I just hit him in the side of his turret. That is a really lucky shot. I know it's a lucky shot because I'm going to spend the next 4 shots trying to recreate it, and I'm not going to be able to do so. My gun is broken. I'm certainly not going to be able to do it with that. I even load an APCR shell. This is really embarrassing, honestly, because I'm just being lazy. If I go up the hill right now, I can kill him, no problem. He won't even probably pen me from the angle that I would be approaching him at. But I don't. Out of laziness, I keep trying to blow through his turret, even though he's hull down from my perspective. And yeah, I'm gonna put one more try, and it's not gonna work again. So here I give up. I know there are tanks behind me to the right, and I want to keep helping my team. I don't want my team to get eliminated and find myself alone. That's the key right now, is that I'm working with the team. I can be very brave when I know that there's green tanks around me. So I figure I'm going to go help these guys out. I'm a really healthy Jagdtiger, a top tier tank destroyer with good frontal armor. That's a snapshot. That was a lucky shot. I felt like I had a very short window in which to take that shot, either because of the fact that I was moving up or that he may come off the hill and run away. So I was willing to take the risk there. Unfortunately, I still have APCR loaded, which is not ideal. I don't even think I realized that, by the way. I don't need it, but... Alright, this E75 is completely unaware that a Jagdtiger is coming up behind him.
Ready to fire on target.
I switch out my APCR now that I realize that I'm using APCR on the back of an E75. Now, I knew this tank destroyer was coming. I saw him on the map. I'm not stating I have the greatest map awareness, but that was kind of obvious to me. I, once again, was more concerned, like the T-32, with turning the C-75 or getting a shot into him and helping my team progress. I'm very healthy, still a very healthy Jagdtiger, top tier tank destroyer. I didn't mind eating a shot from the Su-101. I knew that he wasn't a real threat to me. I'm very confident what I can do in close quarters. That's just a great opportunity to see the charioteer there. See, their team... The city push now is completed. It's a tie game with tanks. And I'm just in a prime position to farm their team. I'm at the top of a hill. I'm sniping down on them. Here's their Jagdtiger. He's a one-shot. So all the tanks that have just now completed the city push are coming out of the city. Unfortunately, they chose to come out in the middle of the map. And here I am, a Jagdtiger at the top of the hill, able to snipe down on every one of them. RNG is working pretty well. I'm hitting the shots that I'm supposed to hit, and this is going to be a perfectly good example here, because this is a great shot coming up. He does get unlit and go dark there a second before I fire, but it's worth the shot for me. This is cleanup time. I'm just trying to get damage, and I assumed that he would be where I was leading him. I'm not going to get to the C-75, so this game is over. Just a good example of the flexibility of the Jagdtiger. You can snipe or you cannot snipe. I chose not to snipe in this map, and I'm glad that I did. I don't know how hard it is to get an ace tanker on the Jagdtiger, but I think it's probably pretty hard. So doing, total damage over 7k is going to equal an ace tanker. I think the fact that I was top tier had a lot to do with the way I played this map. But thanks for watching.